All right, time's now 5:18. Peyton's keeping a close eye on the forecast like he always does, but especially with some rain mixed in this week.
Yes, we got some rain to talk about. Leslie, the good news is for many people, today is not a washout. A lot of the rain today is going to be near the coast and in the Gulf of Mexico. But as we get into your Wednesday, Thursday, that's when I start to see higher rain chances here inland. This is the next 6 hours. We are starting off really nice, 50s and 60s. We've even got some clearing skies. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with only a 30 to 40% chance of a shower through the afternoon in the city. North Shore, only a 20% chance of rain. Rain today, higher, about a 60 to 70% near our coastal areas like Houma, Grand Isle, down through Lower Plaquemine. So that's where much of the rain is going to be for your Tuesday. You can see we're already seeing some showers. It is a gloomier start down here along the coastal areas. South of Morgan City, down through Plaquemines Parish, there's been a few showers, but nothing that's going to cause any big problems this morning. Rain chances will be highest tomorrow into tomorrow night and Thursday. And then by Thursday night, things begin to clear out. Friday looks good. Saturday, not so much. We'll be watching for a chance for thunderstorms on Saturday. So if you're heading to any festivals, Friday should be okay. Saturday could be a hit or miss one, and then we see improvements on Sunday. Let's talk about this tricky forecast because the track of this low pressure is going to determine who sees the heaviest rain and maybe if you miss most of the rain. There's a couple scenarios that could play out. Number one scenario here that could bring us the heavy rain is a low pressure developing maybe a little bit further to the west here, comes up through the area, and we stay like a tropical system on the wet side. Well, this would bring us some heavier rain. On the flip side, if that low pressure tracks just a hair further to the east, maybe more towards the mouth of the river and then up into Mississippi, it would take that heavy rain with it and shift it east. So that would keep most of the heavy rain in the Gulf and skirting our coastal areas, and it would save most of us from having any big flooding problems. And it's possible something in between those two scenarios certainly happens. Let's look at some of our high resolution modeling. I think this one's doing a pretty good job on how things are going to evolve. This is this afternoon. Notice most showers are near the coast, not much going on in the city, but we could see a shower. And then there you are on the North Shore looking at a mostly quiet day, just a bit breezy. Heading into tonight, notice rain still mainly near the coast. As we get into Wednesday morning, rain still mainly near the coast, but can't rule out some rain in the city. It's not until late Wednesday and Thursday we start to see that low approach our coastal areas. Notice where all the heavy rain is. Coastal areas and in the Gulf of Mexico. Still not a whole lot going on here on the North Shore and close to the city. But as we get into Wednesday night and Thursday, that low gets closer. It brings more of a widespread rain across the area. And then it's not until Thursday night we finally see that low pressure get kicked on out of here. So rain totals with that scenario would be highest near the coast and in the Gulf. And I think that's really going to end up being the case. Highest totals in the Gulf of Mexico, but our coastal areas, few spots could be kind of close to getting those big totals, whereas notice how quickly it drops off. Here in the city, we may pick up 1 or 2 inches. Along the coast, it may be closer to 6 to 8 inches or so. Rain totals in the scenario where it travels further to the east here. Higher totals are going to be in the Gulf of Mexico, which spares us mostly from any of the heavy stuff. So just going to have to watch things here. I do think the Gulf and the coast is where we see most of the rain. Coastal flooding, we're talking tides running 1 to 3 feet above normal, any east to southeast facing shorelines. That'll be through Thursday as those winds stay fairly strong. So there's your 7-day. Friday looking great. Saturday we'll watch for more showers and storms. And then Sunday looking like we see improvements, and then we are slightly cooler early next week.